InvestaFest 2022 is brought to you by these major partners: Atram, To Trade Asia, and these other partners. Do not forget to share your experience and learning on social media. Use our official hashtag InvestaFest 2022.
I'll be introducing our speaker for today, CJ Cajoles. CJ Cajoles is the country's foremost business expert in the field of freelancing, entrepreneurship, and digital marketing. For years, CJ has mentored thousands of Filipino freelancers and entrepreneurs and has generated financial growth in excess of 100 million. CJ is the founder of Online Filipino Freelancers, one of the largest communities of work-from-home professionals all over the world with over 290,000 members. She's a keynote speaker to many different events in the Philippines relating to entrepreneurs and work-from-home jobs. She owns multiple e-commerce brands in the country and has been featured by many different media companies like GMA News, DZBB, TV5, Philippine Star, and Philippine Daily Inquirer, promoting work from home in the Philippines. Without further ado, let me introduce CJ Cajoles.
Hello everyone! I have a question for you before I begin my presentation today. How many of you have tried clicking add to cart and checkout button on any e-commerce site? Probably international or also local in the Philippines. Raise your hand. Okay. I think everybody naman had have an experience on buying online, right? Shopping online via e-commerce. And today, that will be my topic. It's going to be an amazing day with you, just a very short session. But I'm going to give you an idea kung paano tayo kumikita at paano ka kikita as an individual using e-commerce, right? So that is my topic for today. Before I begin, I'd like to greet everyone a very wonderful day wherever you are in the country and in the world. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And I'm very excited to be here today. I hope that you have also enjoyed the series of talks that we had yesterday, and today marami rin mga speakers, no, so jam-packed talaga and very valuable and full of content. And I just want to say thank you as well to Investa for inviting me. This is my second time to talk on this platform, and I'm so honored talaga because I know that your community has a lot of reach, and I am one. In terms of your mission, I'm a strong believer that the Philippines must have a lot of entrepreneurs as well in order for us to become, a more advanced country. And actually, that's one of my vision as well. In order for us to become a first world country, the Philippines must have a lot of entrepreneurs and mga negosyante. That's why when Investa invited me once again to discuss a topic that is very close to my heart that I can teach a lot of Filipinos, I say yes, agad. So thank you, Investa. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. I am going to share my screen right now. All right. And our topic is going to be, as you can see on my screen, how you can begin your e-commerce business and earn 6 to 7 figures even without experience. So bahala ka. That 6 to 7 figures can be translated monthly or quarterly or annually. So depende sa takbo ng negosyo mo. But my job for today is to introduce to you this powerful and amazing concept on e-commerce business, even if you don't have an experience. Yeah. So a lot of people, like I said, no, in the beginning, that I ask you a question, I threw you a question, like how many of you have already tried e-commerce? And mamaya pag-uusapan natin, ano ba yung e-commerce talaga? A lot of us have experienced doing this even today, no, baka may mga nag-check out dyan, Lazada, Shopee. If you're in the US, you might have checked out Amazon or Walmart. So these are the examples of e-commerce na pag-uusapan natin later on as I go deep into the topic. But I want you to realize the power of e-commerce right into your hands as a seller naman. So we are all buyers. No, we have a lot of things that we buy online now, and especially it has been pandemic. A lot of us has shifted to online. But what about? I'm giving you the idea of what about you as a seller this time. Do you have any idea like how much a seller can earn using these platforms, and mind you, without leaving the comfort of your own home? Literally nasa bahay ka lang when you are doing this. Okay, are you excited? Yes, I am excited as well. So if you are excited, tell me. I am excited, coach. Even though we are virtual, I'd like to pass on to you my energy, and also I want you to listen very closely and very intently in this webinar, because learning is energy. All right? Learning is what again? Learning is energy. Ibig sabihin, in order for you to maximize the skills, the knowledge that Investa is providing us for the duration of this series, we have to be committed and we have to be energized. So get something. Probably, I hope you have like a coffee beside you or water before we begin. Okay, but okay, let's go ahead and start right now. And also, I am assuming that, if I ask you a question, if I throw in a question, I hope that you respond as well, even if you are at home, probably at the comfort of your living room or bedroom. Let's assume that we have a conversation, okay? So that you can get maximum learning. Yeah, I'm just adjusting my screen right now so that, let me just move something here. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. My presentation will dive into e-commerce, and e-commerce is actually a skill. Okay, now I am going to throw an idea here for you that most people don't have an income problem. How many of you would agree on this idea? Most people don't really have an income problem. They have a skill problem. So a lot of Filipinos actually have an issue or a question like, mababa yung sweldo, hindi nakakasapat yung kinikita natin. But to be honest with you, in my opinion, it boils down to the skill that you have to offer. And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit more. So for example, a hotel industry, they have skills, yes, yung mga nasa hotel like HRM, yung mga receptionists, right? But because of COVID, their skill set are not needed at the moment. Well, today, unti-unti nang bumabalik yung economy natin, which is very good. But remember, 2 years ago, a year ago, these kinds of industries, hindi sila talaga naging ganun ka-profitable, and a lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of companies have closed down, hotels, yung mga nag-Airbnb, because of the skills are not matching the exact needed at the moment. Okay? Later on, this will all make sense to you. Now, I'd like to present to you a very familiar picture. This was taken in COVID pandemic. So, are you familiar with this? So, a lot of people nag-aagawan sa buses, walang mga trabaho. Ito yung time na walang masyadong transportation na ino-offer kasi lockdown. So, this has happened to us. And last year, according to the statistics, about 4.5 million Filipinos have lost their jobs, with the unemployment rate of 10.4%, which is the highest in 15 years. I understand that COVID, excuse me, or the pandemic is really phenomenal na hindi natin lahat ina-expect na magiging ganon. Kaya siguro naging whooping 10.4% highest ang ating unemployment rate, which means, actually, this is global naman, no? Hindi lang naman sa Philippines, but the entirety of that is It's job economy. When we say job economy, a lot of us are employed through this scenario. And that is meaning to say that you are exchanging your time for money. Correct? Ibig sabihin, when you are in the job economy, for example, you are pumapasok ka sa trabaho ng 8 hours. So you are exchanging your time. You log in, you do your job, you do things. But at the end of it, binabayaran ka base dun sa oras na nilagin mo. So kapag nag-half day ka lang, ibig sabihin half day lang din yung sweldo na makukuha mo. Tama? Kapag nag-OT ka naman, so mas malaki. Ibig sabihin you're exchanging time. Not really your skill. Yes, you do have a skill na incorporated doon. But in the essence, it's really your time. Because you are clocking in, right? You are clocking in, you are counting the hours that you spend, 40 hours a week, 80 hours a week that you spend in the job. That is equivalent to your salary. And that is what we call the job economy. And most people spend their entire lives trying to get more money by doing the same thing. How many of you can relate to this? How many of you understand this concept? That we are trying to change our lives. We're trying to become financially free. How many of you here have learned about the concept of being financially free? If you are following Investa, this is a concept that we are very familiar, that we are pushing our Filipinos to have financial freedom through a lot of means. However, the problem here in our country is that a lot of people may dream of being financially free, but we are doing the same thing over and over again. And we hope that we get more money out of that. And what is the common result? Saan nagre-result yung mga Filipinos in order to get more money? Overtime. Extra racket. Tama? Okay, so that's why I am discussing this. This has a connection, a direct connection with e-commerce, which is my topic for today. But I want you to understand first the difference between a job economy and a skill economy. A skill economy is that you are getting paid by through your skills. Binabayaran ka depende dun sa gaano ka kagaling dun sa skill na ipinapakita mo, not necessarily for your time. You can be doing one job for just an hour of your time, 2 hours of your time every single day, but the money allocated or the money that you will be paid to do such a thing is different and halos, pwedeng equal or even more than what the other employee is getting for 40-hour job. Do you know what I mean? That is the skill economy. And we are now moving to the skill economy. That's why I'm very passionate in teaching this e-commerce freelancing, work from home. Because kung mapapansin ninyo, kapag nasa freelancing or nasa e-commerce, hindi na hinahanap dito yung diploma. Hindi hinahanap dito kung college graduate ka or high school graduate ka or 60 years old ka na or 70 ka na. For as long as you can do the task, for as long as you still have the skills, for as long as you still have the energy to deliver, that is the skill and you can get paid through that. Okay? How many of you are learning? In the skill economy, job no longer pays the bills. It's the skill that pays the bills. Palagi niyong tatandaan yan kasi mamaya mas lalaliman natin yung topic natin sa e-commerce. But I want you to understand the concept of the skills economy. In this InvestaFest, there are so many opportunities for you to learn a lot of different skills. And e-commerce is just one of those. So if you can also relate and resonate to stock market, trading, real estate, and any other things, those are skills that we are trying to teach you in this InvestaFest. So grab one of those, okay, and then be better at it, be good at it, and then master that skills, and then you charge a lot of money for that. It's just that my job for you in this seminar, in this webinar, is all about e-commerce. But just a side note on that, any of these skills can make you a lot of money. Okay, so yeah, so if you can relate to e-commerce later on, I'll be more than happy to show you more about this. Now, do you have a highly valuable skills that companies are willing to pay for? So I'm gonna ask you right now. Do you have any valuable skills? If none, that's okay. Now you know. Now you are learning that you must have. So, like I said, grab one of those skills and arm yourself with that and learn as much as you could. Go deep, very, very deep in learning that niche, and then you charge a lot of money. Okay? People have skills that are easily replaced at the moment, like AI, kagaya ng mga nasa cashier or mga nagsiserve, di ba? I remember one time when my husband went to Dunkin' Donuts, there was this machine, this AI machine that serves donuts and coffees. Probably 5 years or 10 years from now, those machines will be built to serve people. So wala ng mga crew. Okay, so if you are there and you think that for 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I'm gonna do the same thing over and over again, like Jollibee crew or McDonald's crew, think again, because the skills that you might have right now, serving skills mo or whatever skills that you have right now, can possibly be replaced by an AI. We are going that route na. So I just want to open your mind into these possibilities. I know we are going to talk about e-commerce, but in general, as an umbrella, I want you to think of the skills that you have. What are the skills that you currently possess at the moment? And what are the skills that you can learn in the future effective today? Okay? Now, I'd like to focus on the real topic. Today, we will talk about the e-commerce. This is a business and skill that is very in demand and high income that can make you pandemic proof or recession proof. Ibig sabihin. So, ang ibig sabihin nun, kahit magkaroon ulit ng pandemic or magkaroon ng pagbagsak ng ekonomiya, this kind of skill and business, once you learn this one, you will generate enough money in order for you not to become so much affected, and that you will not lose your job, you will not lose your mind probably, because thinking of what's going to happen with my family now. Okay? All right. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce myself. I know I've been introduced already by Investa, but for myself, I would like you to allow me to introduce myself to you. My name is Cajoles, and I am the founder of Online Filipino Freelancers. I am a coach to thousands of Filipinos already. I have coached a lot of Filipinos in terms of being a freelancer and an entrepreneur. At the moment, we have 300,000 members in OFF community, the Online Filipino Freelancers. I actually began working from home 11 years ago. And I have been selling, so I've been a freelancer, and then I transitioned to becoming an entrepreneur. I started selling local and international in the US since 2017. I have my own personal brand of coffee. It's Coffeefy PH, so you might want to check that out also on Facebook and Instagram. I have been featured in GMA News and other media outlets. Because I campaign deeply and heavily on freelancing, work from home, and e-commerce. And I'm also certified by Blair Singer as a world-class international coach. So if you don't know Blair Singer, he is the advisor to Robert Kiyosaki. So I've been to Singapore to get that certification as well. So you are in good hands. Okay. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go back to the topic. So this is me. I think that was 2 years ago, and these are the coffee products that I am selling. So yeah, I am a certified entrepreneur. I've been selling physical and digital products since 2016. Yeah. All right. So going back to our e-commerce model, just giving you a background so you would have an idea. Sino ba yung nagsasalita? Okay. So yeah, I can take you by the hand and hold you by the hand and do this together. I'll be more than happy to become your mentor and coach pagdating sa area na to. Okay, e-commerce. Let's go ahead and define that first. So, coach, ano ba yung e-commerce? This is a business model that allows companies and individuals to buy and sell goods and services over the internet. Ibig sabihin, E-commerce, meaning gumagamit ka ng internet. Okay, so it's a business model that you can buy and sell goods and services over the internet. So pag sinabi nating e-commerce, guys, malawak to ha. Hindi lang siya sa Philippines. It's actually all over the world. For as long as you're using the internet to provide your services, that's also considered e-commerce. Amazon is an e-commerce platform, the largest e-commerce platform in the world. We have Alibaba, we have Taobao, we have Walmart, we have eBay. In the Philippines, we have the leading Lazada and Shopee. Okay, so ganyan yung mga examples ng papasukin natin pagdating sa e-commerce. Now, I am going to talk to you about e-commerce in a 10,000-foot view where you can sell here in the Philippines and you can also sell abroad. Okay? Lalo na yung mga nasa ibang bansa na medyo mahihirapan silang maglagay ng stocks on hand here in the Philippines. Now, I'd like to touch on the topic of drop shipping. How many of you have heard the word drop shipping? Now, ang drop shipping is a form of e-commerce. And tutuhugin ko pareho yan. I'm gonna discuss both of them so that you can fully understand the business model and how you can do this. Drop shipping is a retail fulfillment method that ang key dito, you have a store that doesn't keep the products it sells in stock. Ibig sabihin, wala sa'yo yung inventory when you are doing drop shipping. Okay? When a store sells a product using a drop shipping model, it purchases the item from a third party or a supplier and it will ship directly to the customer. In Tagalog, hindi mo hawak yung product and yung supplier ang direksyong mag-ship ng product sa customers mo and you just keep the money. All you have to do is do the marketing. Okay? So don't worry, mas magiging klaro to along the way. But dropshipping is a form of e-commerce. Pwede rin namang hindi dropshipping model. Ibig sabihin, you have an on-hand. Ibig sabihin, pwede kang kumuha ng warehouse. Just like me, I have, like the picture that I showed you, diba? I have a warehouse of this. Ibig sabihin, I ship this directly from my office, from my warehouse. There are people naman who will be doing drop shipping, and I also do that. Drop shipping, ibig sabihin, I have a third-party supplier who will provide the shipping to the customers. Okay? Later on, I will explain further. Now, I'd like you to understand the power of e-commerce. Why are we discussing this, and why this is a topic in InvestaFest? Global e-commerce jumps to 26.7 trillion dahil sa pandemic. I'd like you to grasp that for a moment. And post-pandemic e-commerce, the unstoppable growth of online shopping, the answer, expert says, is yes. While e-commerce growth won't be as sky high as 2021, online shopping will expand and accelerate far more than it did. If you look at this, e-commerce grew by leaps and bounds during the pandemic with a whooping 33.6 in 2020. Imagine that. And it's not too late for you to jump in this industry, in this niche. It's not too late for you to become the seller. Okay? Kasi if you would notice, ang grocery e-commerce, talaga namang nag-soar high siya. Marami man ang mga napadapa ng pandemya, marami man ang mga nawala ng trabaho at nagsarang mga negosyo, ang e-commerce ay hindi siya nagsara bagkus mas lalo pa siyang tumaas. Do you know why? Because people are buying online. Hindi tayo makalabas di ba? Hindi nag-lockdown. So, but we still have to live. People still need to get all the necessities, di ba? Mga gatas, mga delata, bigas, pagkain, what have you, di ba? Lahat yan pangangailangan pa rin natin. And dumadaan yan sa mga e-commerce platforms katulad ng Lazada, katulad ng Shopee in the Philippines. So, ibig sabihin, tumaas yung demand ng Lalamove, di ba, ng mga Food Panda, ng Grab, ganyan. Those are part of e-commerce. You are doing transactions online. And the good thing, kung pagpapasukin mo ang e-commerce in this day and age, in 2022, pasok na pasok ka pa. The reason why is, mas embraced na ng mga Filipinos ang online shopping, diba? Even though there's, sure, babalik tayo sa normal, the new normal we're in, everybody's vaccinated, di ba? Nakakalabas na karamihan, we can fight COVID through all those vaccines and all that. But people are also now embracing the idea that they don't need to go outside. Probably the reason why people would still go to the mall and, iba pa rin talaga na kumain ka sa labas, di ba? Na mag-shopping. Pero sometimes, nakakatamad na rin lumabas. Minsan, di ba, kapag busy ka naman and if you would like to have your necessities delivered to you, that's why Amazon is the #1 e-commerce platform in the world, because a lot of things are just being delivered at home. People are busy. Okay? And if you are a seller and you put your products online, and I will teach you the techniques on how you can be seen if you have a brand, if you're a brand owner right now, and just put there and have a visibility on social media, a lot of people will be coming into you and learn about your business and buy from you. That means you have money, you have revenue without leaving the comfort of your own home. Now is the best time for you to enroll and jump into e-commerce, because a lot of people are already acquainted with the idea of e-commerce. Do you get what I mean? Hindi mo na sila kailangan kumbinsihin pa na bumili dahil alam na nilang mag-add to cart, marunong na silang mag-check out. Okay? And customers will continue to embrace the benefits of e-commerce even if we are done with the pandemic. That is predicted already by the experts. Now, what you see on your screen at the moment is the business model of a drop shipping company. Now, I'd like to discuss this to you per picture or per action. Okay? Dito tayo magsimula sa pinaka umusog. Ano ba yan? I'm sorry. Dito tayo magsimula sa pinaka left mo. Umuusog. If I move my mouse, umuusog. Alright, I won't touch my mouse na lang. Alright, so this one is your e-commerce store. Look at the lower left side of your screen. Let's pretend that you already have an e-commerce store. Okay, Coach, I'm very excited. How do I do this? So number one, you need to set up your store, and then you will put your products there. So that could be Shopify. Shopify is another website where you can put your physical products. Also Wix and also WordPress, if you're not familiar with those terms. You can also put it in Lazada. Okay, I know a lot of us know Lazada. So you can be a seller in Lazada. Just submit your ID, and I think that's it. Your name and ID lang ngayon. Even though you are not a brand, like you don't have a DTI or BIR as a seller, as a big company, that is okay. Lazada is allowing individuals to start selling. So you can start from there. Just submit your ID. Okay, check Lazada for all those requirements that they have. But I know that it's only ID lang as a beginner entrepreneur. Okay, so yan. It's a little bit advanced when you have Shopify and Wix and WordPress, because that will be your own brand naman na. But it's easy too. It's just a little bit more advanced compared to Lazada. So you can put all your products. So let's say, for example, in this example, you have sapatos. Okay, you're selling sneakers. What you're going to do is put that on your store, put an image, capture the image of that shoes, and then the next thing you will do is you advertise your product already. Remember, if this is a drop shipping model, hindi mo hawak yung on-hand na mga sapatos. Okay? Nasa supplier to. I'm talking about drop shipping, ha? So I'll discuss the other one, which is on-hand with you. Okay, so let's pretend that this is a drop shipping model. So you advertise that. So you take the picture of the shoes. Yung picture pwedeng nanggaling siya sa supplier na ibinigay sa iyo yung picture, tapos pagandahin mo na lang siya. There are tools that you can use like Canva to put the image na very appealing to the audience. And then next is you advertise your product through social media. Katulad ng Google, ng Facebook, ng Instagram, ng Pinterest, ng TikTok. Yes, there are TikTok ads already, and that's very booming right now. What you do is put your products there. You let the customer know that, hey, I am selling this. Once the customer saw your ad through the ad placement that you did, If they place an order through the add to cart that you see there on the upper right hand, so diba nag-add to cart siya. You're familiar with the add to cart setting na, right? So if the customer placed that order, mag-a-alert yan sa store mo. Makikita mo yung order na yan sa Lazada mo, sa Shopify mo. Now, what you will do is you take profit and then you will order that shoes to the supplier. Nakukuha ba? Mabilis ba? Kaya naman. So, ang gagawin mo, pupunta ka ngayon sa supplier website. That could be eBay. That could be, I don't know, another drop shipping company. You go there and then you tell them that, hey, I have an order. You place the order and then the supplier will ship the product to the customer. Nakukuha? So that's how it works kapag drop shipping. Ngayon, let's assume na hindi ka naman nagda-drop ship. Let's assume that you have an on-hand. Ibig sabihin, hawak mo yung product. Mas madali siya din kasi ikaw naman na ngayon yung magpapack. So nakita mo yung order, so you place an order, the customer will place an order, and then what you will do is bubble wrap, ipapack mo siya, and then you ship this to the fulfillment centers that you are partnered with. Katulad ng LBC, Giant Express. If you are in Lazada, si Lazada mismo yung magpipick up ng item sa bahay or si Shopee mismo. Or there are also Lazada fulfillment centers where you can drop off your item there and then sila na yung bahalang mag-ship for you wherever in the Philippines. That's how it works. Nakukuha ba? So remember that there are two models that I will be happy to discuss with you. Number one is drop shipping. Ano nga ulit yung drop shipping? Drop shipping is kapag wala sa'yo yung item. Yung on hand, meron kang item mo na either nasa bahay, nasa sala mo, nakakalat doon. I've been there, you know, ang ganun yung nangyari sa amin before dati kasi hindi ko pa afford mag-rent ng sarili kong office. Pero nakakalat siya sa sala, wala na kaming malakaran, yung mga happy memories. And then unti-unti magre-rent ka ng warehouse, magre-rent ka ng office where all your stocks will be there. So there will be two models for that. Ganun din naman siya sa US. Kapag ka nasa US naman yung mga yung store mo or you are catering to US customers, I would say that you go with drop shipping. Okay? You can sell in Amazon, you can sell using your own website in the US as well, and you will cater to the people in the United States. How do you do it? You can find suppliers as well. Probably eBay. I do eBay mostly. My suppliers are coming from eBay. And then there are also tons of drop shipping companies in the US. So pili ka lang dun. You can just go ahead and Google drop shipping. Okay? Now, I'd like to discuss with you very quickly lang, ano yung mga advantages ng meron kang drop shipping model. Number one, you don't hold a big inventory. No need to store products, like yun nga, hindi ka na magkakaroon ng kung hindi mo kayang kasi matrabaho kasi pag may warehouse di ba? You maintain that, you hire people. You don't need that if you are drop shipping. You don't need to rent an office or warehouse. You can change items anytime. Okay? Yung first three bullets na to are applicable for drop shipping. Now, pwede kang, like I said, pwede namang on hand na nasa iyo yung product. You will do the bubble wrapping, you will do the boxing, and then you will ship it to the fulfillment center. Okay? Ngayon naman, yung mga bullets down below are the same advantages if you are doing drop shipping or on hand. You can change items anytime that you want. That's the beauty of this business. For example, yung shoes na example natin kanina, suddenly sabi mo, ay nako, feeling ko hindi naman to papatok. For example lang, you did the testing, you did the market research. Hindi mo kailangan na malaking inventory like 100 agad or 200 agad. If you'd like to change your mind and say, for example, palit tayo, I'd like supplements na lang. I'd like weight loss. I like skincare products na lang instead of the shoes and sneakers. Pwede. Okay? You don't need, maybe you just need probably 5 lang na inventory. And remember, pag drop shipping, hindi pa ikaw yung supplier. So, that's okay. You can always change your mind here. Okay? You can do this anywhere from the world. You can be at the comfort of your own home, just like me today. All right, nasa bahay ako, and I'm doing this business for many years now without leaving the comfort of my own home. So you can enjoy your freedom with your kids while you're doing the business on the side. You can be at the comfort of your own home and you have your customer base in US, Canada, Australia, and all over the world. This is very easy to scale. You can do this on the side. If you have a full-time job right now, you don't need to do this like resign agad. No, you can slowly climb the ladder and learn as you grow. And of course, no limit in your income. That's the skill economy that I am referring to a while ago. Kapag ka employees tayo, remember that we have a ceiling in terms of the salary bracket, 'di ba? No matter how good you are, no matter how amazing your performance is, no matter how stellar that is, there will always be a ceiling. Especially if this company has like HR, tapos all of you must only have an increase of hindi tataas ng 2,000 pesos yearly. Diba? How much is the increase right now? If you are in a corporate job, if you are in whatever, okay, walang masama when you are here in this industry right now, like you are employed. That is totally okay because that's how we were built in the beginning, diba? That's how we were taught culturally in the Philippines. Sabi sa atin, diba? Graduate ka, mag-aral ka na mabuti, graduate ka, tapos you get a job, and then you plan for your retirement. That's how we were taught in the Philippines. We were never taught how to be negosyante. We were never taught how to become entrepreneurs. That's why we are so thankful for Instagram. We're very thankful for platforms like this so we can be heard. There is another way in order for you to get the financial freedom that you like so badly, so quickly, in just a year or two, without you being tied in the 9 to 5 jobs. Okay, so that's the pros of this business model. I don't say this is as a disadvantage, but there are some cons as well. Syempre, kung may pros, meron tayong cons. Of course, you need a capital. This is a serious business. Let's say, for example, how much po would be the capital? Siguro if you would be doing drop shipping model in the Philippines, I would say probably mag-budget ka ng mga at least 20,000. Okay, parang buffer mo yun, 20,000 for that. Give or take. Ganun. Kasi you need to, there's a learning curve, there's a learning process on that too. And then, may mga bibilin ka pa like domain names, like, of course, yung bayad mo dun sa dropshipping company, all that, marami yan, malalim yan. So, I can't discuss that in an hour. But if you would like to, I'll be more than happy to discuss that with you on a separate, mas malalim na topics. But for the duration of our time, you need a capital, so give or take around 20,000. You need a website, a domain. You probably need your support email address. Ganyan, those are paid. Okay. Of course, you need to learn the skill. Like I said, this is a skill economy. You need to learn this. Okay, but it's very, very doable, guys. I want you to understand that success is a learnable skill. I always tell my students this. This is a learnable skill. No one was born good at selling in the beginning. Na pinanganak na siya na magaling na talaga siyang magbenta. No one is like that. We need to learn. These are all learnable skills. Okay? Another, the supplies are highly dependent on your supplier. Kapag nagda-drop shipping model ka, or actually for e-commerce, of course, there's a supplier, di ba? So usually, when they run out of stock, kapag talagang malakas kang seller, no, there is a chance na mag-out of stock sila and then maapektuhan yung sales mo. But there's a run around with this. There's a way for you to battle this issue. I just put it out there because I want you to realize that could also happen, especially kapag ka Q4 na, quarter 4, wherein it's Christmas time. Marami talaga yung demand yan. But it's a good problem, guys. It's a good problem because you need to find other suppliers naman for your product. Ganyan, okay? Be ready also in learning Facebook ads or Google ads, which I can definitely help you on that as well. And there are so many free tutorials naman in YouTube and Google how you can learn Facebook and Google ads because you're going to to place an advertisement, you will advertise your products to people. Napansin niyo ba may mga Facebook ads, may mga, kahit sa Lazada, may mga tinatawag na sponsored ads. Those are paid. The sellers are paying that so that they can capture a lot of audience. Okay? If it's organic, when we say organic, you don't pay anything. The people will come and learn your brand along the way. But it's possible too, but it's gonna be a while. Pero kung gusto mo ng mas madaling makilala yung brand mo, mas madali kang magkaroon ng maraming audience and customers, you pay for that. That's called Google ads, Facebook ads, TikTok ads. So we pay for that ad. Okay? Now, here's the good part. I'd like to show you some of the results that I have and the people around me have as well. Hindi na ako magpapangalan ng mga tao, but this is proof that this is working. So this happened December 1 to 31 lang. So this person has earned $128 million. Yes, that's true. This is a true screenshot. This is about 6 million in 30 days. How many of you would like to have this? Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. Is it easy? No. There's, like I said, there will be learning curve. Pero the reward naman is definitely there. Okay, these are summer proof. These are international naman. These people are selling on the international market. I'm also coaching people to do this. So we have eBay, Google ads, Facebook ads, ganyan. So these are all dollars. These are monthly earnings, ha? And some are also daily. So daily earnings, monthly earnings, ganyan. So how many of you would like to have this? These are real results from real people, and they are also extremely confidential. That's why hindi ko sila pinangalanan. But these are shown to you exclusively on Investa Fest because we would like to show you, and I'd like to prove to you that it is possible for you to earn those. Those are real people that you see there. Those results have like an image or a person behind that store. It's very doable. And there's so many pa. Baka tumagal ako dito ng mga ilang oras kapag nagpakita ako sa inyo ng iba't ibang mga results. But these are possible. And is it possible for you? Definitely it is. I highly, highly believe in you. I don't doubt a second that you cannot do this, because if these people are just normal people. I am just a normal person. I'm not so special, pero I was able to do it. I was able to do local and international stores. Of course, may build up, no, may challenge, may difficulty, maraming mga bumps along the way, but that's the life of an entrepreneur. But the reward is, it's totally worth it. You're gonna have financial freedom using this model. Okay, so let's go ahead and discuss dropshipping in 10,000 foot view. Kanina pinakita ko na sa inyo yung model, right? But I'm gonna discuss a little bit more. Ano ba yung mga step by step? Okay, coach, I'm sold. Ano yung mga pwede kong gawin in order for me to do this? Number one, you have to decide on which product that you will sell. Okay? So kanina pinakita ko yung example ng stickers. Ngayon, ikaw, ano yung mga gusto mong ibenta? So find inspiration in Facebook, in Lazada, or in paid spy tools. Meron yan. As a gift for you, okay, meron akong gift sa inyo. Meron akong video na ginawa ng mga top trending products that exist in 2021 at pwede pa rin siyang magamit in 2022. So I have a YouTube video of that. I am going to give you the link so that you can see ano ba yung mga patok ngayon? Ano ba yung mga pwede nating ibenta as an entrepreneur? Ano yung mga mapagkakakitaan natin? Okay? Let me know and I'm going to give you the link as a free gift for attending my presentation today. So, ayan. So, decide ka which products that you wish to sell. So, you find inspiration. Ano ba yung mga palagi mong nakikita ngayon on TikTok, on Facebook, ganyan. So, some of the tips that I'd like to give to you is your product, number one, must solve a problem. For example, if you're selling supplements or weight loss products, ano yung sinusolve nito? Yung mga gustong pumayat. if you have a skincare, if you have an acne, so the acne is a problem, diba? It's a serious problem. A lot of people are like having pimple problem all the time. So that is a big problem, that people are willing to buy products for their skincare, for their acne. So that's number two. Um, for people who would like to lose weight, who are very conscious about their weight, pero hindi sila makabalik pa ng gym ngayon, mas gusto nila na mag-workout sa bahay. So that is a problem that you can provide a solution. Ano yun? Pwedeng yung mga equipment na nasa bahay, pwedeng mga yoga mats, pwedeng yung mga pang-bundle ba yun, na pwedeng nasa bahay lang siya, ganyan. Ano pa ba? Mga problem sa kitchen. Yung pagka naghihiwa, di ba? Pag nagka-cut ng mga vegetables and fruits. There are tons of that in Lazada and Shopee that, that can make a chef's life easier. Yung mas mapapabilis yung paghihiwa niya ng mga vegetables, that's another product that you can sell. And I have sold tons of that. I have sold millions of that. And I've earned a lot of money just by that. Yung mga simple lang. And then, ang gagawin mo doon, gagandahan mo na lang yung branding mo. Marami yan. Maraming mga kailangan ka rin gawin dyan. Paano yung customer service mo. Gagandahan mo yung paggawa mo ng video, ganyan. But these guys are sobrang mabili. Ano yung mga problema sa bahay na pwede mong i-resolve using your product? Pwede ka rin gumawa ng isang store around a niche. For example, gardening. So, hindi lang isang garden product. Pwede kang gumawa ng mga iba't ibang products that is around and related to gardening. Pet niche. Although this is very competitive, very highly competitive, but you can definitely find that too. Find products that are for the pets. I remember, we had 2 dogs recently. Meron kaming mga dogs na naampon. And then I was so interested in buying products for them. And there was one particular brand of dog food that's very popular. And then I bought that. And then I posted on my Facebook account that, I bought this for my dogs. And then my friend said, Cooks, wag mong bilhin yung brand na yan daw kasi mataas daw yata sa salt. Parang hindi siya ganun ka-healthy for the dogs. Tapos, meron siyang ibinigay na recommend na isa pang brand. Pero napakahirap namang hanapin online. Napakahirap hanapin sa Lazada, napakahirap hanapin sa Shopee. So I was thinking like, there is a solution pala for that. So, pwede ka rin, ito naman for branding, no? Pwede ka siguro mag-manufacture ng something like that na mas health-friendly, mas eco-friendly, mga ganon, no? For dogs, for cats, for humans as well. Halimbawa, yung mga keto, di ba? Yung mga people who are in keto diet. So, ayan, ang dami ko ng ideas bigla, ano? So, what are the things that you can do to solve a particular problem? Hanap ka rin ng passion mo, yung something that is very close to your heart. Remember, if you are the market, if you are the one buying the product, most probably you can relate to those people as well. Yan, that's why I am selling coffee. Akin naman yung coffee. I have a 20-in-1 product. 20-in-1 coffee, di ba? Usually 3-in-1 yung naririnig natin. Yung sa akin, 20-in-1, it has collagen, it has glutathione, it has a lot of things. It's very, very healthy. My positioning there is that I am looking for a specific product. I'm looking for a coffee na masarap, na healthy coffee siya, at the same time nakaka-glow, at the same time nakakapayat, yung mga ganun. And then I made a product like that. It's branding. It's totally different, pero it's costly too, kasi you will spend millions on that. Pero those are the things that I can give you as you develop your product. Okay? Ano yung mga problem na pwedeng i-solve nung product mo? Kahit hindi ka nagba-branding, kahit halimbawa nasa third party fulfillment ka, pero mag-isip ka ng mga product in your mind and then hahanap ka ng supplier. Later on, that's actually the next step. But first, find a problem that you need to solve, that you want to solve. And then you find a product for that. Okay? It must be unique. Hanggat maaari, not found in stores. Don't sell t-shirts na white t-shirt or black t-shirt, that's very common. Don't sell that anymore. Okay, find something that makes you stand out as a brand. Okay, and then you must appeal to your customers' emotion. People want to, the reason why they're buying products, I'm just gonna give you a very short discussion here about that. People are buying that to make them feel good, to elevate their status, or to remove their fear. At marami pa, pero those are the top three that I can discuss with you right now. So you have to appeal to their emotions. For example, for weight loss products, bakit napakabenta? Why is this $1 billion product, if not trillion pa nga, di ba? Because people want to lose weight. People want to feel good. People want to look good. That's why people are into keto diet. That's why they're buying supplements. They're buying a lot of vitamins. They're buying a lot of stuff, a lot of gym equipment, yung mga yoga mats, yung mga when you wrap, yung mga parang sauna type na parang belt, 'di ba? That's a lot of money there. These companies have sold a lot of things in the past. Why? Because people are going after these products. People want these products. They go after that. Okay, so think about those things. And I'll be more than happy to discuss with you this on a deeper level. Okay? Number two, you can also find suppliers. So once na meron ka ng product na naisip, next thing is to find suppliers. If you are in the US or if you want to sell in the US, you can find them on eBay. Napakarami nito sa eBay. You can also find, you can Google dropshipping companies also in the US. Type mo lang, dropshipping companies in the US, and you can see a lot of options. In the Philippines, you can find suppliers in Lazada, in Divisoria, in Alibaba. You can also find some private companies also in the Philippines who are doing drop shipping. Approach me, guys, if you want to know the private companies so that I can refer you to them and I can give you some direction on where to go. Next thing that you're going to do is to create your own website. So you have the product, you have your supplier. Now that you have those, you create your own website now. You create Facebook page, or go in Shopify, or you can go in Wix or WordPress or Shopee. Okay, so you create those websites. And then next is you promote your products na. I always recommend paid traffic to begin with. So you need to learn a little bit of basic Facebook ads here. Okay, and I can help you with that as well. It's also okay to build organic in Lazada kasi usually sa Lazada naman keyword-based yan. So people will find you based on the keywords that they are typing. So for example, supplement or weight loss product, then lalabas yung product mo. These are organic. They will find your brand based on the keywords that the customers are searching. That's one way to be found. Another way is you can put sponsored ads in Lazada, sponsored ads in Shopee, sponsored ads in TikTok na very direct dun sa customer base. Okay, so for example, their interest is in skincare. So you will be targeting people who knew that they like skincare. So, hindi mo ba napapansin, minsan natatarget ka as you go through your Facebook feed, di ba? If you talk about, for example, if you talk about BMW in or sports car with your friend, or you just type or you search something, hindi mo ba napapansin na eventually lalabas yung feed sa feed mo yung mga related products on that, because Facebook will suggest to you the ads that you probably might want to buy based on what you said, based on what you search. Halimbawa, nag-type ka doon, Tagaytay condominium, yan, kasi gusto mo mag-staycation, di ba? O kaya Baguio, ganyan, mga beach sa Zambales. And then, you will now be targeted by people, by entrepreneurs who are selling, who are allowing to rent, 'di ba? Mga Airbnb nila, mga beachfront properties nila, ganyan. Kasi yun yung lumabas sa searches mo. These are algorithm, okay? And these are good because they will suggest things to you based on your behavior as a consumer. That's why it's good to have paid traffic so that you can capture all those people who are probably going to be converted as your buyers or your consumers. Okay? Malalim ba? I hope you guys are learning. I hope hindi naman masyadong confusing, but these are the steps that you can do. And I'm actually giving you the entire business already kasi kaya medyo marami, parang wow, parang information overload ba. Yan. So promote your products. Organic is okay, but you must learn basic of Facebook, Google, TikTok, YouTube, or Pinterest. So pili ka lang muna ng isa dito kasi napakarami nitong platforms na to. Master one, be very good with one. Ako, ang expertise ko nasa Facebook ako, Facebook ads. So master mo muna yan before you jump to another skill, okay, or another platform. Now, number 5. Once a customer place an order to your store, you will now place an order to your supplier's website. Like I said kanina, di ba? So kapag ka meron ng order, you place an order to the supplier website and then sila yung mag-encode, sila yung magpapadala ng product dun sa buyer mo. And then you keep the profit. You pay the supplier and then wait for the supplier to ship the product, you get the tracking number and send to your customer. Done. Ngayon naman, kung halimbawang on hand mo naman, di ikaw yung mag-ship. Kasi nasa iyo yung supply di ba? Kinuha mo na yung supply dun sa supplier mismo, tapos pag may nag-order sa'yo, di ikaw yung mag-ship kasi hawak mo yung inventory. Does it make sense? Confusing ba yung dalawa? Hindi naman masyado. Let me know ha sa Q&A. Let me know if you want to have me clarify some of the steps for you. Now, for example, sa retail, so of course you will put the retail. Dapat may tubo ka na. Meron kang SRP na ilalagay doon. So for example, the sneakers na example natin kanina is about $200 mo siya na ipopost sa retail. Pero nabili mo lang to ng $100. You keep the profit of $100. Siyempre, ima-minus mo pa dyan yung ad spent mo. Ibig sabihin, magbabayad ka Facebook. Remember, it's a paid ad. So you will pay Facebook for the ad. Think of it this way guys. Para kang nagbabayad ng upa. You are paying rent. Instead na kiosk, instead na store siya, physical store, na 8 hours lang, tapos after 8 hours, pag sarado na yung mall, sarado ka na, yung mga ganun, di ba? Si Facebook, remember, your ad is running 24 hours. So, hanggat may gising, hanggat may nakakakita ng ad, you will pay Facebook, but you will have unlimited customers. Na yung store mo hindi nagsasara. Kasi, digital siya. So, parang umuupa ka ng space kay Facebook. That's how Facebook ads work. Alright? Is it clear? Okay, so you will spend money on that. Ganun kumikita si Facebook, guys. Hindi niyo ba napapansin bakit free si Facebook? Wala tayong binabayaran as a personal user, right? But the advertisers are paying. That's why Facebook is billions of dollars worth. Because there's a competition and advertisers are willing to pay for the slot because a lot of people, all people actually, are on Facebook. Diba? Okay. All right. So, like I said, there are two kinds of drop shipping. You already know this. There's a local or international. So, it could be you're selling in Lazada or Shopee or your Facebook page or your store. Or you can also be selling international. You can target people in the US, Canada, Australia, what have you. Basta naabot. Okay? So e-commerce, and I'm gonna close with this, guys. I'm almost done with my presentation. E-commerce drop shipping model is here to stay. Even if it's not the drop shipping model, the entirety of e-commerce is here to stay. People have already adapted to the new normal. In the US, guys, alam niyo ba ang e-commerce doon is it's a very normal thing with them. Even though they are not at home, people, parang mga UPS, diba, mga LBC doon, they're dropping the products in front of the porch, in front of the house of that person, and that person will get the product pag uwi niya na. Ganon. Amazon. Why Amazon is the #1 platform? Because people buy. People love to buy. And that's why e-commerce is really booming. Okay, so you come in, we welcome you in this industry because it is very, very profitable. Okay, so the first quarter of 2022 is already gone. Anong araw na, di ba? We are almost ending March already. So it's already gone. And by the time you know it, it's already December 2022. Now, let me ask you, what are your goals for your family? Would you like to have a switch in a career or a side hustle? Yeah. You are here in this training, in this webinar for a reason. You wanted to invest in yourself. You want to learn a lot of things. And I am offering you e-commerce. I want to offer you this opportunity that you can sell physical products at the comfort of your own home. You can do this. You can do this. I'd like to end this presentation by giving you some power talks. Your first million will be the hardest, okay? But once you have achieved this, the next millions will be very easy. Why? Because it's already rinse and repeat na lang. Rinse, repeat, kasi alam mo na yung process. Sa umpisa lang naman na parang, Coach, ano bang gagawin ko dito? Parang nalilito ako, di ba? Parang very overwhelming, di ba? Parang, ano bang gagawin ko sa supplier na to? Ano nga ulit yung gagawin sa Facebook ads? Saan nga ulit ako mag-click? Ano nga yung hanapin kong product? These are all very confusing in the beginning. It's like driving. Driving is a skill. Diba? When you're a first-time driver, parang nakakatakot, hindi mo alam kung titingin ka na ba sa likod, titingin ka ba sa side mirror, titingin ka ba sa harap, magpa-park ka ba, di ba? Everything is confusing. But as you grow, as you learn every time, as you practice, it becomes second nature to you. Same thing with the skills that we're offering here in InvestaFest. Same thing with e-commerce. You will know what to do. You will have a hard time in the beginning. You will have challenges, of course. But once you learn it, it becomes second nature to you. Your next millions will become easy because you already know how to do it. I always tell my students this. Kung marunong kang gumawa ng pera, hindi ka matatakot mawalan nito. Kasi you know how to do it. You know how to make money. Yeah? That's the skill economy. You should know how to make money. So, pat yourself on the back and tell yourself you will be the first millionaire in your family. Pat yourself on the back or hand in your heart. You embrace this without a shadow of doubt that you will be this. Okay? You will be the first millionaire in your family. Now, let me ask you, it's already done. March is almost done. First quarter is almost done. Can you still do this? Hanggang bago matapos ang 2022. Is it possible? It is possible. Kung hindi mo man maabot yung first 7 digits mo, at least kalahati, diba? And then you save. And then you invest in stock market. And then you invest in other things. Pero pili ka lang muna ng isa. Pili ka ng isang skill. Kasi hindi mo kayang sabay-sabay. Focus. The power of focus. And if e-commerce can resonate with you, if this is something that, yeah, I think I'd like to do that, then reach out to me and I will help you. Okay? And I will be ending my presentation with this. Create your own economy. Build a pandemic recession-proof life for you and your biggest whys. When we say create your own economy, anong ibig sabihin ng create your own economy? Now is election time in the Philippines. A lot of politicians will promise us heaven and heaven. Okay? Lahat, moon, the stars, they're all the same. Okay? Kahit na anong partido ka pa. But at the end of it all, kahit gaano kaganda yung maging economy ng Philippines o kahit bumagsak man siya o kahit masadsad man siya, you don't depend your life on somebody else. You depend your life on you, on your skill. That is the surest way to become financially free. It's good that our country as a whole ay aangat tayo at tayo ay babangon, 'di ba? From whatever poverty that we have right now, from becoming a third world to first world. That's so good. Pero the government is just a part of it. And I know that you would agree with this, that ikaw ang may susi. You hold the key to your success for you and your biggest whys. Sabi nga ng isang brand ng kape, para kanino ka bumabangon. And with all these learnings that you have equipped in your life, in your mind, and say, I am ready now, I want you to create your own life. not based on other people's promises, not based on other people's goal for you, but what is your goal? Because you are the only one, not your spouse, not your parents, not your children. You're the only one who is set to do this for yourself. Create your own economy. Para kahit anong mangyari sa labas, you will be okay. You will be fine. And that blessing that you have, because you worked so hard, because you did not give up on your dreams, that will become a blessing to your loved ones as well. You will become a blessing to them. But first, take care of yourself. You can't save somebody without saving yourself. Do you agree? Even in the airplane, diba? You have to put on the oxygen first before you help your seatmate. Because if you can't help yourself, how can you help others? And with that said, I am closing this talk. I'd like to say thank you for your time. Let me know if you have questions. I'll see you on the Q&A. And then if you want to reach out to me, let's say, for example, if you have questions or clarifications that you forgot after the Q&A, you can reach out to me. Follow me on social media, on Facebook and Instagram. My name there is CJ Cajoles. So you search for me, you click the follow link, and then you send a message. Just say, hi, coach. I've watched you on InvestaFest, and I want to reach out to you. Ganyan. I have a Facebook page with my maiden name there, CJ Maturino Cajoles. But CJ Cajoles is just fine. Okay, so with that said, I want to say thank you. Thank you, InvestaFest. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this to our countrymen, to the Filipinos. And like I said, connect with me if you have any questions, okay? Create your own economy. If e-commerce can relate to you, something that I said in this talk has resonated with you, let me know. If you have questions, if you need guidance, if you want to have a mentor that you can follow in this. I have so much more to say. I have so much more to give to you. However, syempre, with the limited time that we have, these are all the things that I could do. If you have been confused, kasi parang I gave you like a 10,000 foot view, but that's everything. Marami yung mga nitty-gritty parts sa within those parts, and I'll be more than happy to help you. But if you can relate to that, finding supplier, finding products, marketing your business, and scaling to the moon, that's it. That's basically it. That's why I'm telling you, you can definitely do this. If I can do this, if thousands of my students can do this, and they were able to free themselves from debts, no, wala na silang utang, they had their own houses, properties, farm, car, house, and lot. Because of this business, you definitely can. Remember, e-commerce is here to stay. And hindi mawawala ang online shopping. And there will be continuous buying from the masses, from A, B, C, D classes in the Philippines. And this is your time to become a seller. This is your time to help other people through the products that you will be creating. Okay? Remember to solve a problem when you are searching for the product that you will be selling. Sell more of that. The more problem that you solve for people, the bigger the reward for you. The more money that you will get in. Okay, so I'll see you on Q&A. Thank you so much, Investa. Thank you for having me today. And thank you for your time, for your dedication, and for your commitment that you have watched me until the end. I'm going to give you a free gift. Remember the YouTube link that I promised you a while ago. The top products that I have researched in 2021 and still can be used in 2022. It's still very applicable. I'm going to give it to you. Okay. So thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of the trainings. Bye for now.
InvestaFest 2022 is brought to you by these major partners: Atram, To Trade Asia, and these other partners. Do not forget to share your experience and learning on social media. Use our official hashtag InvestaFest 2022.